Like I sold it.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, Jace.
What, mate?
Let me know when you're ready, big dog.
I think I am.
Fire away, little
I'm
dog.
gonna sing,
Fuck.
and there's smoke, so don't freak out.
You're gonna sing?
Yeah.
Yes.
3, 2.
My balls is totally moving, new and improving. Now down we get back up. I've got the heart and desire. My balls are on fire, ready to take us to the top. Welcome to the show. Did you know that your mom is on? Oh, she is a woman. All hail the king of the West. Welcome to the show. We're the Jason Ellis Show. I'm Jason Ellis, and we're a podcast.
Hi.
Thank you. And yeah, that Tully's here, and then we have a guest. Sara Weinshenk. You might have heard of her because one time I was on her show, and then we've had many interactions.
Yeah, we've had many interactions.
Have we had any video interactions?
The only video interaction was my podcast. This is the second video.
This is our second
video.
Here we are on video together again.
Yes.
Right.
I like your intro.
Oh, you do?
I mean,
Thank you. My intro likes you too.
How do you like it now?
Yeah,
I wasn't even ready for that.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, who is? It's a bit silly, but
the smoke.
it gets you energized, I think.
And then wait, so you can sing.
Oh, yeah, you think so?
I think you can sort of sing.
I'll go with that. Yep.
He used to be a sort of singer.
Yeah.
Well, like you
I used to
owned
be sort
it.
of in a band.
You owned it.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty much half the battle, isn't it? Like, at least own it.
I don't know if I could own it the way you owned it.
Are you not a singer?
No, maybe if I put these on.
You're very talented. I'm surprised you don't know how to do that. You're very stylish.
Thank
You might be the most stylish comedian in comedy today.
That means a lot to me because you're stylish too.
Right. Some people disagree. Like, somebody the
Really?
other day was making fun of my shorts because they were so short. And I was like, I don't think you really understand. Like,
Fashion.
yeah, thank you.
You loser.
Yeah, and I've got sexy legs and I'm going to flaunt them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I just noticed you have a vampire on your legs.
Yeah, it used to be Tito Ortiz, but Tito Ortiz turned out to be like a weird Trumper guy, so my ex-wife turned him into Dracula.
Your ex-wife did that?
Yeah, with a stick and poke.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, she's really good at it. I actually stick and poked myself last night for the first time to cover her initial, because I saw she did.
She covered your initials?
Yeah. But now we have matching tattoos.
Oh, but what did you cover it with?
I stick and poked it.
Joke's on you, still married.
You're not getting out. We're even more butt buddies. Yeah, I bought on Amazon, you get stick and poke needle and ink. And I didn't really Google or do anything because I got tattoo friends. And my ex, she stick and poked my butthole.
No.
Yeah. I did.
Did that hurt?
Yes. Around the bit where the guard sews you up. The stick and poke into that was a sensation I had not felt yet in my life.
What was the tattoo on your asshole?
A love heart around my hole.
A love heart?
Yeah.
You mean just a heart?
Yeah. Wait, you don't say love heart?
I mean...
Why do I say love heart, Michael? Is that Australian?
I don't know. I've never heard anyone... Look, I'm wearing love hearts on my shoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you call it a love heart because it's on your butthole?
No, I call
I don't
hearts
know.
love hearts.
You call all
Is that
heart...
an Australian thing?
I mean, as opposed to, it does distinguish from the squishy organ heart.
Have you heard me
No.
say that before, Michael?
Not that I can recall.
Nobody says love hearts.
Right.
I think that's
Well,
implied.
I'm not gonna get embarrassed or back off. I'm still
No.
gonna say love heart.
I think you should. I think
claiming
you
it.
should own it.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
I just had to point out that I'd never heard that
Right. That's fair.
expression like that before. You have a love heart on your face.
Yeah.
You got a love heart on your asshole. You got one on your face.
Yeah.
I respect the game.
Yeah. I don't have room for them on my nipples, I don't think, but that might be a little too gay for me.
Maybe one nipple.
Yeah.
You got to do both.
Nah, I'll be okay. What have you been doing?
I've been live, laugh, loving. No, I'm just kidding. I don't say that ever.
Right.
Except for right now.
Right.
I've just been hanging out, stand up, podcasts.
Are you on the road or have you been?
Yes, I'm going to Texas next week. Going
Yeah.
to Mothership, and then I'll.
Have you been there?
Yeah,
Is it good?
it's so fun.
That's cool.
It's awesome. It's like it's such a fun hang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like if you're cool with everybody in Austin, it's a pretty cool place to be a comedian.
Yeah, it's so fun. The
Yeah.
stage time is great. The club is great.
Yeah.
The food is good. Like, the food in the surrounding area is good.
I feel like I don't know you that well.
Yeah.
And since I've known you, you have become a regular at the store, right? You
Yeah.
and Kim both got.
Pass. We're
Passed.
paid regulars. Yes.
So paid regulars, everybody. If you don't know comedy, that's as in my little amount of knowledge, that's pretty much what you want in your life if you're a comedian and you live around here. So but you made that. But I also noticed like your podcasts. Both you guys, what's your show? What's the show together?
we have this bitch.
This bitch is right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Kim and I. And
Right.
then I have Shenk. Yeah.
Well, I've noticed that I don't want to be. This is going to be weird. I
What?
feel like both of you have stepped it up. In not only has the podcast looked more professional and more like if I don't know you two, I'm more intrigued to know about you. But I also feel like both of you have got hotter.
Okay, well, take
I feel like
it.
something's going on where you've both sort of gone like, look, the light is on us now. And now it's time to
So we
really
have to
kick
be
it
hot.
into gear. Look, I'm not saying you weren't hot to begin with, but I feel like both of you look as hot as I've ever seen you, and it's both at the same time. And I'm like, I wonder if this was a
marketing
joint.
scheme?
Yeah, not a little bit.
Listen, bitch, we got to get hot.
Hey, if I got a photo shoot and I know I'm doing it, will I eat a cheeseburger the day before? Probably
No.
not. You know,
Yeah, it does feel like
but
we're trying
style
to be our
wise,
best selves.
style wise too. I feel like you're the front runner, and Kim has jumped on.
Yeah,
Would I
Kim
be-
has jumped on. She FaceTimes me when she gets dressed.
Yes,
And then I say, take off that jacket, put on that jacket.
yes, that's what's happening.
Yeah, you're
knew
right.
it.
You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're onto it.
yeah,
You noticed.
yeah. Well,
You're fashionable.
a little bit
I like your compound
trial and
here.
error. What's that?
I like your compound here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the smoke. I'm still recovering from that.
Sorry.
That smoky intro.
It does.
It was a fun vibe.
I wish I could get it to like maybe just be on the ground and come up, but the camera wouldn't show it. I don't know. This is cool the way
This
it
is cool.
Yeah, it's cool. So you're on the road. You do comedy. You got mad podcasts. Busy. Guests all the time. Meeting new people. Is now that you're a regular at the Comedy Store, when you go to other clubs, do people put some respect on that name or anything?
You would think. No, I don't know.
No?
I mean, I feel like because I put it in my head for so long that I wanted that for so long, like since I was like 23.
Mm-hmm.
So like 13 years. And so then by the time that I got it, I was like, oh, what's next? And I feel like that's kind of just like the human condition.
Yep.
Where it's like you're just waiting for the next thing. You're like, when I get this, I'm going to be happy. When I get this, I'm going to be happy. But it's just like another cool thing.
Yep.
And I'm grateful for it. And I'm glad that I accomplished it. Like, I wouldn't want it to get taken away.
Yep. Can that happen?
No. But it's just like, nah, that would be crazy if they cover up your name.
I did not.
They come with black paint and just roll over it.
They've never done that for anybody?
They haven't.
All right.
They never gave Michael Richards one to begin with, right?
I don't think so.
Right.
Just saying, is Bill Cosby on there?
That's a good question. There's probably a lot of suspect names on that wall. Let's be honest. It's a comedy store.
Yeah, and those are just the ones we know about.
Yeah, those are just the ones we know about. If it was the ones we didn't know about, there'd just be one name on the wall.
Outlandish accusation.
It'd just be one name on the wall.
Dom Herrera. Just over and over and over.
I love fall because it means fall flavors. I don't really know how to cook. I'm a bit of a loser, live by myself, and I can't afford to order food. So this is saving my life. So your life could be saved too if you're anything like me and you hate cooking. Check it out, 50% off if you go to factormeals.com/Ellis50 and use the code Ellis50 to get 50% off.
Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle.
You can choose from 34 weekly flavored meals that are fresh and never frozen and are ready to go in 2 minutes, yo.
They've got gourmet plus options that are prepared by chefs with premium ingredients like broccolini. It's like broccoli, only skinnier and fancier. Leeks, truffle butter, and asparagus.
They also have lunch, you tossers. So you got grain bowls, salad toppers, ready to eat when you're ready to go. No microwave required.
And don't forget about snacks. They have over 45 add-ons, including breakfast items like apples, cinnamon, pancakes, bacon and cheddar egg bites, and potato, bacon, and egg breakfast skillet. Factormeals.com/Ellis50. Use code Ellis50. Get 50% off.
Factormeals.com/Ellis50 to get 50% off. Or I'll break your Johnson. So how's it been coming up for you, being a girl and being cute and stuff? Did anybody like force you to look at their erection or anything?
No, I haven't had anyone force me to look at their erections. So I guess
that's got to be cool.
That means I made it out pretty unscathed.
Right.
I mean, I didn't see any erections that I didn't want to see.
That's
a win.
That warms my heart.
And that's a
to
win.
know that you're telling that as a true story, because we're pretty gross and there's a lot of us. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, there's a lot of you.
We're everywhere.
You guys are everywhere.
Yeah.
Constantly making more.
Yeah, that's the other problem.
Like gremlins.
We're just whipping them out.
Yeah, you guys are just multiplying by the second.
Just add vag.
Just like like rabbits.
A little bit. Yeah.
Comics.
Sometimes the man brain in me, like, I can't tell you what's happening because it doesn't make any sense. Mm-hmm. And then later on, like, I'll sort of start to be like, oh, wow, that's interesting. So all that was for that reason. But at the time, I can't catch it. And I think that's just because, like, I'm like a monkey or something. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah, can you give an example?
Like of man
like
brain?
I'll make some decisions in my life, and then like a year later, I'll look back and go, why did I do that? And it's like, because there was something that was shiny that was blocking me from thinking out the plan and just jumped the shiny.
Like what?
I mean, for one, like as a fresh one, like, you know, my ex-wife, like it just seemed like it was over, you know? Mm-hmm. And I was like, it probably should just move on at this point, do everybody a favor, and didn't try to rectify it, you know, or fix anything or apologize. And now I feel like that's probably going to be a regret for the rest of my life that I'll have to live with. But it's just funny to know that at the time, I remember thinking about it as just like, just let this be done. I can't deal with it anymore. As in, I really didn't deal with it anymore. I was just like, I don't like it anymore. I feel like you don't. And it just sounds like too much to try to figure it out, or I'd have to make some like sacrifices, and I'm not interested in that. And, you know, just took it as, I just want what I want tomorrow, and I don't care what the repercussions are. And I've always been like that.
Like, you just want to live how you want to live.
Yeah, but the older I get, the more I kind of look at stuff and go, I mean, you already knew the answer, and you just fucking ignored it because you want what you want at the moment. You know, like a
Like a
I try to
kid?
feel like doing a job that I really don't want to do, but if somebody pitched it to me in a way, like you could totally convince me to do a job that it would emotionally break me,
Right.
but I would take the job because you proposed it in a way where it made it sound. I didn't have. It made me not think about the outcome. It just made me think about the money
Like,
or whatever the
the
other
pitch
goal.
was so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do anything and then regret it later.
Really?
But I'm only just starting to learn that about myself. Like I feel like that.
You're impulsive.
Yeah, but I might have forgot because I forget stuff because I hit my head all the time. But I feel like now this time around, I'm like, oh wow, that's really, like you're not dumb. You just,
You're impulsive?
you just like lose your whole thought process for the sake of like.
Survival?
And yeah, really, when it comes down to it, but like get a free like ducking drama, ducking something hard. It's funny because I'm always in it. Like I hate fighting. I'm a fighter. I made myself a fighter. I'm like now I ain't scared of it, and I was terrified of it. I face a lot of stuff,
Right.
but I think there's some habits that just instinctively without me thinking about it, I just lean to that. I just go, ooh, duck it if you have to, if you can.
Right. So you feel like you ducked it, but now it's hitting you later after the fact.
Yeah.
Well, how
for
long
sure.
have you been divorced?
I don't know, like 6 months or something,
6
8 months.
months. It's still kind of fresh.
Yeah, but
Sometimes it takes a while to like unpack those types of relationships.
right.
At least for me.
Hell yeah, everybody! It's time to bone up with Blue Chew. Let's get chubby.
Let's get the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. Low-cost boners, y'all!
Especially if you use our promo code, but it's super discreet. You talk one time to somebody on a phone, and then it comes in a discreet package so no one knows.
Blue Chew tablets are the same as my boner, proudly made in the USA.
Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex.
That's right.
That's a pretty good deal, right? Who wants to have better sex? Check it out, everybody, at bluechew.com. Chew it and do it,
We've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free boners.
Yeah.
When you use our promo code Ellis.
I
at
use them all the
checkout.
time, you guys. It's no lie. I carry my laundry on my boner now. I don't use a laundry basket. There's no need, thanks to Blue Chew.
The iron rod, they call them here
That's
in
what
the
they call
valley.
me in the show now. The Iron Rod is telling you to go to bluechew.com, use the promo code Ellis, and you will receive your first month completely free. Bluechew.com, use the promo code Ellis, and chub up.
And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
How are you done with? Are you like a single? Do you mind me?
I am single-ish.
Yeah.
I like hook up with a couple people, but
Like just people that you can trust, kind of thing.
yeah.
Because you're younger, and right now you're like your career is like what you do right now in the next 10 years
The next
defines.
like 5 years,
Yeah.
I feel like are the most important.
Okay. Why is that?
Because I wrote something with Kim and we're trying to sell it and we're really excited about it, but there's also the writer's strike. And so, yeah. And I used to want to have 2 kids, but I just want to have 1. I feel like
What happened? What made you decide to only have 1?
reality of the cost and the energy of having a kid, I feel like is a lot.
Second one's easier.
The second one's easier.
You
Really?
can basically ignore them.
You just make them play with each other.
Well, not so much that. I don't know. I feel like something about once you go through one, because you don't know anything. It doesn't matter how many people tell you. Like you gotta do it for yourself. It's not a book. But once you do it, there's something about that's the confidence that you have that one's still alive and looks like he's he or she's somewhat of has potential to be a full normal human being.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, okay, and then another one pops out and you're like, well, I know to stay calm. I'm less stressed. I mean, like when things pop up or we got to go somewhere. I've been somewhere before. I've had to go to the doctor. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've seen a baby get stitches. Like I've
Right.
had to do with this stuff that the first time round is like I almost had a heart attack the first time my kid got stitches. You know what I mean? Like I remember being in the car on the way to the
That's
emergency
a horrible
room,
feeling.
and I was like, I don't know who needs to go more, her or me, because she cut her lip, and I was holding her in the front seat,
No.
and she's screaming, crying, and she was like 4 or something. And she did it right in front of my her mother and I. Were like, she was like, "What, you guys?" And she was rocking it in an upside down chair. Like, look, I made it rock, and then fell forward and didn't put her hand down. Went bonk, and as soon as it opened up, my ex, she knows my life, so she goes, "Is that stitches?" And I was like, "Let's just jump in the car and go for a ride." As in, you fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had to go, and then they did that thing where they wrap her so she can't move her arms or her legs. And they got a little hole sheet, and they put the sheet over. Sorry, it's my daughter bleeding. I can't help it. A little hole where you can just see the bit where the cut is.
No.
So she is now blind,
No.
wrapped up, and people are stabbing her. And then I also know the numbing needle is the thing that is going to get her the most. Like, once they start stitching her up, she's not going to feel it.
Right.
And if she can't see it, then that's not going to be that hard for her. But the needle, there's no ducking it. When that thing goes in your mouth, it's one of the more painful things that you can get. Like a broken bone, I feel like the needle into the bone to numb stitches is right up there with like somebody just going and snapping your finger. Like, it really hurts.
No.
They're really bad. I hated those needles. One time I asked if I could not have the needle, and the doctors tried to sew me up, and I was like, oh, okay.
I need the needle.
I need the needle. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was completely wrong, but but things like that. So then when my son cuts himself, it was just so much less. Has he had
Shocking.
stitches? Yes. Was I in shock at all? Not at all. Maybe a little bit because he was a boy too, but still, I'd just been
There's
there.
something worse about a bit like a little girl needing stitches. It makes my heart hurt more.
Yeah. But
Why?
no, because I don't know. You're right. Or look, if you've got a boy that doesn't want to get hurt and he gets hurt, or there's
It's also
guy.
same
It doesn't
thing,
matter
yeah.
what you've got in your pants. You can. Some people freak out at the sight of blood. Some people, like my daughter, is more of a. I have this analogy, a theory that when my kids growing up, I used to do this thing with them at a certain age where I'd grab one wrist and one ankle and I'd spin them around so they'd be like flying upside down.
Okay.
And when I would do it to my son at the same age as when I used to do it with my daughter, my son would tighten up and freak out, and I'd have to stop. My daughter would close her eyes and roll her head back. And this was my theory, was she has more potential of becoming addicted to something
Yeah, because she
because
likes
of her
it.
lack of fear or respect for danger.
Yeah.
And my son was like, "This is bad. This could be bad." And I was like, "Yeah, you're all right, but granted,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, I am whipping you around upside down
Yeah.
by your ankle and
Yes,
your
and
hand."
some people hate losing control, and some people love losing control.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Where do you fall in that?
I'm a
Losing control?
yeah. I love to get out of here.
Yeah.
Less now though.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a rocket ship out of here.
Yeah.
In the form of a blunt.
How was your childhood?
My childhood was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get an education and stuff and like get good grades and things?
School was kind of hard for me because
Why?
I got like,
Are
I
you
didn't
dumb?
really care. I wasn't dumb,
Right.
but I just didn't really give a fuck, and I was easily bored.
Right. Did you pass with good grades when you did pass?
Yeah, the only subject I didn't pass and I had to take twice was geometry.
What's geometry? I'm serious.
Oh, you're better at it than him.
What's geometry? It's like, how do you explain geometry?
It's a math, but it's the study of shapes, and it seems like above all else, a lot of angles. There's triangles, and
circles,
hypotenuse, Pythagorean theorems.
Pythagorean
Oh, wow.
theorem.
Good
Yeah.
one, Michael.
A squared
Pythagoras.
plus B squared equals C squared.
That is
Isn't
correct.
what
Oh, that
it
stuff.
is?
If I'm not
I took
mistaken.
it twice, so I should know.
Yeah.
I went to summer school for that.
I went to summer school.
I
Yeah.
never got to those.
You didn't do geometry?
No, I got 5 times 5 and then probably quit about there.
What about
I picture your school being like, you didn't have paper, you just brought like an 8x10 chalkboard that you wrote on and cleaned off every day.
A teacher had a bag of rocks, and if you didn't pay attention, he'd just piff one at you.
No.
That's why I don't remember anything. I got hit a lot.
No.
I picture you in overalls with a frog in your pocket.
I just kept saying, nah, man. That's where I'm at. I'm here. Yeah.
You didn't have to take geometry. What about algebra?
No, I got kicked out. I got expelled from private school because I broke a fat kid's arm, but he stole my marbles and tried to punch me.
He stole your marbles?
Yeah, I won fair and square.
That
and he tried
sounds so
to take...
old-timey. Like, now a kid would be like, he stole my iPad. It broke his arm. Like,
Yeah.
He stole my marbles.
Yeah.
Like,
He cheated at Magic the
I
Gathering.
mean, in my defense,
Yeah.
I am 50, you know? It
Yeah.
happens to old people when you tell stories.
Well, marbles were already
Marbles.
kind of antiquated when you were a kid. I had some when I was a kid, but they were already
they
super
weren't
old.
new.
Yeah.
But it was, I don't know what it, there was a ground that had that red sand stuff, so you could do this thing where you could call tracks and you could run a finger towards the other marble.
okay, that's
So
cool.
it kind of added some other thing, but it was a big deal at one point, and marbles, different kinds of marbles, meant a lot more. And I think like an uncle or somebody gave me like some old ones, and all of a sudden I had like the sickest marbles.
You were like the marble king.
And I had a snake, and I was like, "This, I'm not losing this snake," and I won. And this dude was like, "Nah," and he just tried to lie and take it because no one else had a snake. It was like a real good one too.
What's a snake?
It was all
special
white with
type
like a
of
swirl.
marble.
I'm getting that from context clues.
swirly blue color all the way through it.
Oh, all right, okay.
But it was worth a lot back then, and he tried to take it, so it was on. But then I stayed down in another school, and then the next year, halfway through, my dad took me aside and said, "You should probably just start working. You're not gonna learn anything at school. Obviously, you're not gonna learn anything. And you're a bit dumb like your dad." He's like, "I wasn't very good at reading and stuff, so just work for the shop."
Wait, so how old were you when that happened?
16, the day I turned 16, the legal day that you're allowed to leave school in Australia.
Really?
Yeah, so I
So you
started
pieced
working.
out.
Yeah, started working. I was a trolley boy at first. Used to push shopping carts and line them up and bring them back to the supermarket. And then I moved up to checkout chick, and I really hated that because you don't have to do math because you just do the Bing thing, but still giving change. Like, it was just a lot of pressure because the computer's doing math, but if I had to do anything that could slightly, I'd have to equate something, then I would have a panic attack because I know I can't add, and it was embarrassing to admit that I can't do that.
Right.
So I really, really hated that job. But then I think I was Bricky's labourer. I liked that more. That's what I thought I was going to do if everything didn't work out.
What was the last one?
Building houses.
Building-
Like, I was just digging holes and like bringing dirt, like wheelbarrows full of dirt to people and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it worked out because it's fun. Everybody drinks and stuff.
Everyone just like hanging out.
Yeah, it's like beer lunch. Everyone drinks beers at lunch and stuff. It was cool.
God, you really did grow up in the 1930s. You went from marbles to trolley boy to beers at lunch and digging ditches.
Oh man,
God, you sound like one of the little rascals all of a sudden.
I had no idea. But then I worked at an electronics store. That was when my
An electronics store?
yeah, my grandma owned it. My grandpa and my grandma owned it, and then my grandma died, and my grandpa lost it, and my dad ran it. So then I worked there, and he was like really mean to me because I didn't deserve the job, and it was selling integrated circuits and capacitors and stuff, and I don't know anything about any of that stuff, and I'd have to be behind the counter, and they're like, "What's the difference between?" And I'm like, "Dude, I don't know. Just which one do you want?"
That
So that
sounds
was-
stressful.
And then I became a courier because I was so bad behind the desk.
Okay.
And then it was courier or stock takes. Stock take, where I just had to take out every box of capacitors and count them, write it on a tag, and then put the tag on the box
Oof.
through corridors of it.
That
So it was
sounds-
just like months of me doing stock takes. And I think sometimes it was just like my dad was giving me a job.
Count them again. Make work.
Yeah.
No.
Because I was pretty useless.
Really?
And I hated it because I was born to be a pro skateboarder. I knew
Yeah.
it. I knew it when I was 16. So I'm counting capacitors, thinking, Tony Hawk is right now at McGill's doing stale fishes, and I'm over here counting capacitors. Like,
Well, so then how'd you get out of doing that and into skateboarding?
I saved money from working there, bought a plane ticket to America, and
And that's
started
it.
skating with everybody until somebody sponsored me, and then sleeping on people's couches and kept coming back. And then finally I got a check, and then next thing you know, I got an athlete visa, and then boom, American.
That's crazy.
Sarah, did you have any dumb jobs as a
Yeah.
youngster?
Yeah, I worked at Abercrombie.
Ooh, I bet you killed it there.
I worked at Abercrombie.
What were the names of the dudes who stood shirtless at the door?
And did you hook up with any of them?
There used to be parties. I like made out with one of them.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Um,
I
Did you
would
feel
have.
his abs when you were making out with
Yeah,
him?
there was like they would have like
That's what I would do.
themed parties
too.
because it was like all hot people that work at Abercrombie.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so they would have like parties
Yeah.
and then they'd do
Hot
like
people parties. What's that like?
toga. They'd have
Yeah.
like toga theme parties.
Yes, so they'd
And
all...
we'd like all go and hang out. But I remember
Did you have to wear a bikini at the toga party?
No, but it was like everyone was kind of like barely dressed, like it's a toga sort of.
Yeah.
And then I had my Abercrombie manager at the time used to do coke in the stock room.
Nice.
I think that was a job requirement.
Yeah, that's how she got it.
Right.
They're like, okay, so you do coke.
You could do more coke than everybody else. You're the manager.
Yes, great. Everything's
they were
folded.
giving it-
Great.
to all the hot boys.
All the hot boys. Yeah, I worked at Abercrombie.
bumped
Then I
out.
worked at Saddle Ranch on Sunset.
No.
Yes.
A waitress?
I sold bull rides.
Yeah. You were
I
in
used
charge
to-
of whipping people around?
Yeah, I used to be like,
So did you ever have somebody that was like, I want to go next, and they were like really annoying and stupid because they were drunk, and you were like, oh yeah, you're going next, buddy, and then just shit whip
I
them?
didn't operate the bull, but I
Ah.
would like sell them to people. So I like go around and be like, "Do you
Oh,
want to
do you
buy a
wanna
bull
ride-
ride? Here,
Ah.
sign this waiver."
Right. Ah, yeah.
I just like made them pull out a waiver, and then they used to make me like when I went to the people, like when I was sitting people, they'd have me say certain things so that it would like get them to buy things. So
Like what?
you should try the cobbler. It's like the reason I work here.
Oh, yeah.
And I've never
Yeah,
had the cobbler.
I want a cobbler right now. That was well done. Did
Thank
you
you.
wink at them?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I winked.
I'd be like, this chick is so into me, I'm going to get like 5 cobblers. Yeah. What about when you ever had a lunch break there and you got free food, did you ever get fairy floss?
What's
I mean, cotton candy?
fairy floss?
Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I wasn't expecting him to say fairy floss. Yeah, I got cotton candy there.
You did?
Yeah.
Like on your lunch break, you had
Well,
a
I
big
didn't
mountain of
just
cotton
have-
candy?
No, I didn't just have like cotton.
You see the
candy.
cotton candy they give you there, Michael? It's pretty
It's
spectacular.
been a minute. I honestly don't recall.
It's a
I'm,
big
I'm
giant
happy
thing,
to say
right?
I've
Yeah.
got a big calendar in my
like-
house. It's how many days since I've been to the Saddle
It's like
Ranch.
this big, Michael. It's like bigger than you.
Oh, that sounds
it's like,
great.
It's like 3 heads.
Well, I'll stop there on the way home.
It's such a party.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hoeing going on there.
Lots of hoeing going
time.
on.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw lots.
Did you ever have to tell people to stop hoeing out in the bathroom?
Yeah, I caught people with fake IDs. I've caught people doing all kinds of crazy shit.
And
Have
did
you seen lots of C-list celebrities hitting on people?
Yeah, I remember like Matthew Perry came in. Who
How
else
did he do?
came in? I don't remember who else was there, but like a lot of the real world people would come in. And
Wow,
that was,
bet
like,
you
a
they
big
killed
deal.
it.
Like some of the CW. One of the girls I worked with went on to like be on the CW.
Sounds
It's
about right.
Is that
interesting.
good? What's CW?
It's like the
The WB network?
WB.
Like a
yeah.
lot of teen soaps?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a teen thing. Yeah.
Who was the most famous person that went there?
It's got to be. I want to say Matthew Perry.
Right.
I told you, Jean-Claude
died, right?
Van Damme kick game.
No, he's alive.
Just barely, but he is around.
Who's Matthew Perry?
From
He's the guy
Friends.
who's on Friends, and they did the reunion, and he seems
No
like
chins?
he's suffered some reaction, some adverse effects from years of drug use.
Yeah, he got a chin thing. Or a neck thing or whatever it is. Whatever.
What do you mean?
I mean, it just
Like
looks like a
double
fish
chin-
person
Like he's got
kind.
two chins.
He's got, I don't know, I'm being so mean.
It's like a
he's
straight,
he's a funny guy.
straight line from the tip of the chin to the Adam's
You're
apple.
coming down. You're coming for Matthew Perry.
I know, right? Like, let him
But
go.
at least you have a heart about it.
Yeah. I
What
mean,
about fairy floss? I wasn't expecting you to say fairy floss.
Yeah, fairy floss is tasty. I think it's exactly the same as cotton candy, but I just think fairy floss sounds more like what it is.
It's a better name.
Yeah. It sounds more exciting to eat. Like, do you want some fairy floss? I'm like, wait, fairies made it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
and
into
it's got
fairies.
sugar in it.
I'm into fairies.
It makes sense. You kind of look like a fairy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I've been told this before.
I'll confirm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so have I.
Really?
Yeah,
You
different-
could. You sound. Is it?
different meaning.
Would you be offended if I say you sound like you could voice a fairy?
Oh, I'd like to.
Yeah, like a fairy cartoon.
Yeah.
You'd like to be like a
A
Tinkerbell
fairy
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
For sure.
Yeah.
I have
Do you like candy?
Yeah.
All right, that sounded
I
creepy.
like candy and mushrooms. I feel like fairies like mushrooms.
Right.
Right? Like when you see a fairy, they're around mushroom and like a gnome, maybe.
I took some mushrooms
Woodland,
the other
yeah.
day,
Woodland,
just a
yeah.
little bit, but I hadn't eaten for like a day. So when I had it, all of a sudden I was like, "Whoa!"
What, did you have a fun trip?
Yeah, but I was really tired. I did one of these things where I had to wake up at 1 a.m. to get on a plane to go to a place where the party started at like 10 at night. Mm-hmm. And I just couldn't sleep on the plane so I just stayed up the whole time and started to feel weirder and weirder as the day went on, where I was just like, oh man, you know what I really want to do is go to bed, but instead I'm going to go to this big party where everyone's going to be naked and stuff. And I was like, that's a lot of pressure.
What do you mean? Like a sex party?
Yeah.
Do you go to sex parties often?
Nah, it's my first time.
How was it?
It was it was
Why are you being shy about your sex party?
no, it's just a bit. I wasn't. I was a bit nervous, but it was also not the hottest crowd I've ever seen.
What do you mean? Like
That'll do, I reckon.
that'll do.
That's always the story when people go to like nudist places. Somewhere there must be a secret society of actually hot people
Hot
having
people.
I
sex
also
parties.
think that my look is super straight, and people just don't want to approach me because they think that I'm not going to be interested, and I'm not a person that is all, you know what I mean? Hey guys, what are you up to? Like that's too much pressure.
Maybe you need a T-shirt that would.
Yeah.
I'm
I thought
down.
They had people in a line to say something at the start of the party if they wanted to make an announcement. And some of the people that made announcements, they were kind of sad.
Like what?
And I didn't want to go up there.
Was it open mic naked sex
A
party
sex
with
party
Like,
unattractive?
hey,
announcement?
I'm available for this, and this, or I'm new and I'd like to meet people. I take hugs, or stuff like that.
Oh,
So, but the person
that is sad.
the person I was with was
Ugh.
I really like, so we played.
Yeah.
So it was also me trying to like go somewhere else. I felt like that would be,
Weird.
even though they were fine with it, but I just felt like we were both a little nervous, and I just felt like leaving them would be,
Weird.
yep. So I just stayed, and then we both agreed that we should just go to a hotel, to mine already, and do something there, because this is getting getting a bit. What's the point? It was like little room, and I'm like, man, I got a whole room. Like I get that we're doing it in front, but it's like all these rules. People ask if they can give you a compliment before
What?
they give it to you.
What?
Yeah, and there's like wristbands. For
What?
if you
They
want
say, "Can
to
I
be
give you a
asked, or
compliment?"
you don't mind being asked and stuff. Like there's a lot of.
By the time you learn the symbols and the,
Yeah.
It
the
wasn't hard. It was only
language,
3 wristbands. It wasn't
Okay,
difficult.
okay.
Yeah.
that's sad though.
It wasn't.
Making an announcement.
I think if I
Hi,
hadn't
I'm
been,
here to have my pussy eaten. All right, guys, carry on.
Somebody-
Like that's crazy.
somebody almost said that.
What?
Somebody pretty much said that.
Yeah.
It was cool though. I thought I was happy for everybody. I just felt like I came in with, I really wanted to go, but I don't think I've ever been that tired. Like I'm telling you, man. Like it's been.
You got to rest
It's been
before
a
the
couple of-
sex party.
I
You
didn't-
can't go
I
on
went
it.
to
You can
promote.
need 8 hours.
I flew to Florida to promote my new fight thing, where Lewis didn't end up showing up because his flight got cancelled. So I flew to St. Petersburg and was on radio I flew there, no sleep, no food, woke up in the morning on the radio. This guy, nice guy, but he just wanted to talk about how gay I was for 30 minutes.
No.
I was like, we got a fight to talk about. We did that, and then it was back to the Holiday Inn, just sort of hiding. And then I had to stay there for another day. I don't know what it was. It was very confusing, but I had to get up at 1 a.m. to go to San Francisco for this party that I'd already agreed to go to. So just the way it all worked out, it meant that I made it.
What
there,
did you wear
But
to the sex party?
well, it was
What would you wear?
it was themed
Some type of harness, probably.
mythical creatures. So
Whoa! I'm glad I asked.
I went as a dragon.
You did?
Yeah.
I'm so glad I asked.
Man, those wings were so annoying. They kept hitting people, getting stuck on
Is
things.
do you have a picture of your fit?
Yeah.
We gotta see the drip for the sex party.
It's not a drip. It was more of a bummer. And then some of the other people's costumes were...
What was the most intriguing, imaginative, funny, whatever you want to call it, pairing of mythical creatures engaged in sexual contact?
That looks sick. That looks sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the most
Sorry, Michael,
noteworthy this on that action that you saw?
Well, there's a lot of whipping and
No, but like like if everybody's dressed up as a mythical creature, what was
Oh.
the most imaginative pairing of mythical creatures?
oh,
Like Dracula
man, I couldn't
sucking
even
off Bigfoot.
I couldn't even. A lot of people weren't that mythical.
Oh man.
I mean, once they started doing stuff, they kind of lost a lot of their mythical clothing. But I think there might have
Right.
been like a.
It's like pro wrestlers.
there
They
might
always
have
come
been
in
a-
with all that stuff, and then they're always just in the tidy
Yeah.
whities within 5 minutes.
There might have been a wizard or two.
Nice.
With some dragons or something.
Yeah.
A wizard and a dragon's fun. A
Yeah.
fairy and a dragon's fun.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping with a wizard.
Yeah.
You're
And then
not?
you're
I'm for sure sleeping with a
You're
wizard.
not allowed. You have to ask if you want to, if you can look at people when they're doing stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was like,
Can
Don't
I
worry.
watch this wizard fuck?
yeah.
I don't want to watch a wizard
Sorry.
have sex
Yeah,
unless
I
wizards have updated their
did a
style.
little bit. There were a couple of scenes where I was like, "That's pretty cool."
Yeah.
But like I said,
Wait.
I was just out of juice, man. I just
Yeah.
didn't have. I could barely. I was surprised I was even in the game.
Well, so would you go to another sex party?
Yeah.
What was that noise?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to. I would like to go. If I slept, I would like to go full of energy, and I don't know. Maybe I would. I was thinking about maybe trying to make my own one, and being trying to get some. I don't know. Maybe
Start your own sex
different
party.
caliber of.
Better looking people.
It's so lame to say that. I mean, if I knew people, that's the other thing. I didn't know anybody, and it was a very tight knit. Like everybody knew each other,
No.
you know. So it was kind of
Yeah.
odd one out, and I think I really did give off straight guy vibes, you know.
Well, you
Straight
could've
up.
Really?
made
I
an
saw that.
announcement.
I saw that photo briefly. That's to me. That's not. I understand there's things about your physical appearance that you can't change, but to me, that I would never mistake that guy for.
Dude, please take that down.
I like it.
Wait.
Own your look.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That'll do though.
Okay, so next sex party, you dressing up? Would you do it again?
Yeah, but I would do. I don't really like mythic. I don't hate mythical creatures.
Who
But
doesn't love a mythical creature though? That's pretty fun.
I think you're
I
pretty.
would rather like Conan the Barbarian sex party.
Whoa.
You know,
What kind of outfit would that be?
like a loincloth and like furry boots,
Okay.
and
Okay.
maybe like a sweet, like wolf head.
That's sick. That's
Miles,
sick.
can you look up the band Manowar? Because I think these
Yeah,
guys,
yeah. I would like to be in Man of War for it.
these guys would be throwing the kind of sex party you would want to attend. It's
Okay.
likely to be the first photo that comes up. I think it's the cover of an album or maybe just a press photo from like 1981.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Those guys kick ass. Metallica's got nothing on those guys.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's the vibe of the sex party you
Yeah.
want to throw.
Those guys have to be there too.
Okay, I like it. They're headlining the sex party?
Yes.
You win, Weinshenk?
Yeah, I'm in. I'll be there. I'll be there in boots.
Would you go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course I'm going. If
Right,
those four
everybody
are
would.
going to be there, I'm definitely there. Who's not going to be there?
What about if you and Kim just came to do a podcast with some of the guests?
From the sex party?
Yeah.
Yeah, we would
Like
be
if
down.
they wanted to chit chat a little bit about their
Just making small talk with the people who are here to fuck.
the-
sorry.
You could put it another way, but yes.
Yeah, making
Like that.
casual banter.
Do you ride horses?
No.
Never ridden a horse in your life?
I've ridden a horse like a couple times.
You didn't like it?
No.
You seem like you could be a horse lady.
Ooh, I don't know if I'm offended by that.
What?
No,
Is it bad to be a horse lady?
Is it the boots?
Nah, I feel like she kind of has like a hint of a country vibe about her.
A country
sometimes.
vibe? No, I don't think I could handle. I could like walk, like go in a circle on a horse.
Do you
a
like
pony
dogs?
ride. Yeah, of course I like dogs. I have one.
What kind of dog you got?
He's a super mutt. He's a bunch of different things, but he's like an Australian Shepherd and a Husky
Oh,
and a Dalmatian. He's really cute.
oh man.
He's got one blue
Is he
eye.
a big guy or a little guy?
Big.
Medium. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Does he have a lot of fur in the house?
Yeah.
You seem like a very clean person.
I'm constantly cleaning up after him.
Does your fridge have all the things all lined up in the fridge, like not messy?
My fridge right now is not in a good state.
Why?
Because I've been on the road.
Right, that's different.
When you're
But when
on
you
the
get time, will you make it all neat again?
Yes.
Right.
But when I'm on the road, I haven't been even grocery shopping because I've been on the road so much.
Yeah. That's going to be hard to want to date somebody if you're doing that too, right?
I know. Yeah, it's hard to date someone if you're on the road all the time.
Do you get lonely,
Of course.
but you don't care?
I mean, like, I have people that I hook up with,
Right.
so that
Do
helps.
they give you hugs and stuff though? Do you have like one of them that you
Yeah.
like to spoon and bone?
Yeah.
Right.
I have one that I like to
And
do.
then one's just give it to me and then get out of here.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you ever scrunch up money and throw it at him and say, "Now go clean yourself up"?
No, but I'm going to do that next time.
It's pretty horny. Tully does it to
Clean
me all the
yourself
time.
up.
Yeah.
No.
So it really sets me straight.
Go clean yourself up.
Yeah. So what others do you do? Any activities like
I hike.
oh yeah, you're a hiker.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like what kind of stuff do you wear when you hike?
I wear like leggings and a
Nice.
sports bra
Yeah.
and running
Sorry.
shoes. Leggings.
I didn't set that up, but
Nice.
yeah, but those are nice for
Nice.
Yeah. So you hike? Do you go with your friends or do you go by yourself?
I go with my dog.
Do you listen to music or do you have to stay alert for?
I don't listen
predators?
to music because I
You
live
don't?
in like the hills.
Right.
What does that mean?
So it's just like
Mountain lion country.
mountain lion country, and I don't have cell
What would you
service.
do if you encountered a mountain lion?
Don't you make yourself big?
No, stop asking us. What would you do? Pop quiz.
I
Hot
think
shot.
I would scream.
That's your first move?
Yeah, like a little bitch, just screaming.
I wonder if that would
shrieking.
work.
I mean, has anybody ever tried just like alphaing the mountain lion, like actually charging it
That's what you do with bears.
and screaming?
Like make
You ever seen
don't
anybody
you
f-
also make yourself big?
Yeah, you ever
Yeah.
seen anybody flinch a bear like that?
I know
I
that's right. Well, what's the one? Is it like if it's brown, lay down? If it's black, get back?
Yeah, I'm calling bologna
What?
sandwiches.
Something like that. Because like one kind you can play dead around, but the other one's like, bullshit, you're not dead. I'm gonna eat your face.
I'm throwing it down.
Oh wait, I've never heard this bear chant before.
Here we go.
If it's brown, lay down. What is it? If it's brown, lay down. If it's what?
Black, get back.
Okay.
I reckon
If it's white, fight.
all
No.
I reckon
Always
all
fight a polar
animals,
bear.
No.
All people, if they're real hungry, they attack stuff and they try to eat it. But if that thing that they attack hurts them in the process, you give them a bad taste and give you a second to get out of there. So I reckon all of them post up, stand your ground, and then when they get in, be ready for one vicious strike. Like I'm gonna eat your balls. Like I'm gonna grab your balls with my mouth and I'm gonna bite them off. Like
So
I'm gonna eat your balls.
visceral.
Well, you're biting me. I'm biting your testes off. Full thumb in your eyeball. Try to get your brains. Like,
The thumb in somebody's eyeball trying
Yeah.
to get their brains.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, you need to show a raccoon you mean business.
I love living, you know? And I don't care how cute you are or a furry. You're not taking me, and if you do take me, you're going to remember it for the rest of your days. Or you might even see me in that magical place we're going. So I'm taking you with me. You know?
I just imagine it being like snuggly.
I wish I had a bear friend. that
Mountain
was
lion
like
or the bear?
A
either.
bear, raccoon.
Which one would you like to be friends with that you knew was your friend and would always hug you and not eat you? A bear or a cat?
I feel like something about the like knowing that the mountain lion wouldn't eat me would
Right?
be really cool.
Right. And bears, like when the bear takes a poopy or a pee-pee,
Yeah.
he doesn't know how to wipe his bum very good. Like, he's going to stink the house up.
Yeah.
Cats are, like, cleaner, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I reckon, like, a cougar
Like,
or
I
whatever.
don't want to wipe a bear's ass. Would I have
You'd have
to?
No, you'd hose it. And that means you'd
Okay.
have to go out in the backyard, hose poo out of his fur all the time,
Right.
then dry it off, then bring his dumb ass in.
Yeah.
He's knocking crap over everywhere.
And then you got
all
that
day.
wet bear smell everywhere.
Oh yeah, he probably stinks. Cats are short hair. Yeah, it's a way better move.
And it's cooler.
Yeah.
There's something cool about having like a big cat that's not going to eat you. That's
Right.
what like
Agreed.
all the people who get eaten say, right?
I would like to have a big cat where I get in the car and I go, oi, and he gets in, like he knows how to get in the car.
Well,
I saw somebody online who is friends with a beluga whale.
Yeah, that's wait.
They
What?
play fetch with it.
No, he
Wow.
doesn't.
There's a video of somebody playing fetch. Maybe they just know that all beluga whales will
Play fetch.
Will play fetch.
Will they though?
Well, this one will.
That's so cool.
Sounds like a personal friend.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's in the doc, bro. Yeah, there you go.
If you're that guy, yeah, he works for Russia. He's a Russian spy.
Really?
Yeah,
I think he has like a British accent.
Wait, the porpoise?
Oh, I'm talking about the guy who is throwing a.
No, I'm saying the beast.
whale?
Yeah, the whale
The
is
beast.
a Russian spy. Yeah. Isn't it
Wow.
crazy to know that they make leather seats out of these guys?
What?
They don't make leather seats out of whales.
They're
Yeah, they do.
supposedly
they
like.
make leather seats out of whales' dicks.
No.
I don't
Yeah,
think
they do.
I think that may have
Dick
been
whale,
a,
yeah.
a myth that there
Rolls-Royce
was
got
that there
dick
was
whale.
some Russian car that was like $2 million that had seats made
Straight
out
up
of.
dick whale. Whale dick.
Whale dick?
Whale dick leather. You don't know about that?
Is this whale dick?
No.
This is
I
imitation.
kind of wish it was. I would
Yeah.
feel a lot different if I was sitting on a
I know,
whale
right?
dick. I feel
That's
a
a
lot more
budget.
empowered.
Yeah. Me too, because I could sell these chairs for a lot of money.
A whale dick? It's the dick of a beluga that you're
Right.
sitting on.
It could be.
Have you guys seen the people that own a panther and a Rottweiler and they play together?
Aw,
No, that sounds so cute.
that's adorable.
Like, this is the Rottweiler.
Yep, that's a dog.
Okay. Whoa.
Man, that guy.
It would be so cool to have a panther friend.
Yeah. Man.
That is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, me too. That
I
is
would
the
get the
coolest.
panther a spiked collar.
Look how funny he is. That means he's hanging out in the house. And if you had somebody attack you, that guy is gonna handle that
Shred 'em.
lickety split.
Oh, that would be so
funny
great.
part-
We'd
Wouldn't it?
actually be like rooting for home intruders.
Yeah.
The funny part is you can't, like, you can tell the Rottweiler just does not stand a chance when they play. Like, the cat can just,
Yeah, the Rottweiler's like a little more clumsy.
yeah.
The cat's like so dialed
They're
in.
the ultimate athlete.
Pretty sick, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing. So what else? Are you gonna learn to surf, or are you gonna do
Am I
any?
gonna learn to surf is gonna be a maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
I'm
been
going
thinking
to
about that?
Hawaii,
Yeah.
so maybe I'll surf in Hawaii.
They got waves there.
Yeah, and the water's warmer, right?
Shaka, bro.
How is it with you and Kim? Why did you decide to eat and torture yourselves on your show? What's
Why
going
do
on
we
there?
do that?
Yeah, is that
She
new?
tortures me.
You don't torture her?
Well, I just got her back. In
Right.
this week's episode, I got her back with some gross flavored soda.
Right, so you're doing some gross stuff. Have you done what's the can that we opened on the show?
Oh my goodness.
Because you guys are hot, and I've never seen really hot people open this particular can of
can't-
Finnish.
Yeah, it's some sort of fermented fish thing.
It's insane.
It's
Like,
the-
as soon as you crack the can,
Yeah.
everybody in the studio is dying.
it's
Are
so.
you gonna open the can?
No, we don't
Yeah.
have one. We don't have
No.
one handy.
Okay, good.
Like you will start reacting to it in the same way that you'll pull your hand off a hot stove before you actually realize that you're in pain because it's
Yeah.
instinct. You'll start reacting before you even realize that you're smelling something bad, and then
It's fish.
it's like a bad trip. It's fermented fish. It's like a bad trip in that just
It's
as
insane.
soon as you get used to
Google
one
videos if
sort-
anybody wants to have.
What's it called?
It's got a ton of letters in it.
Okay.
Just look it up. It's like bad smelling fermented Swedish fish.
I bought these in San Francisco, Michael. I thought maybe you would want to try one.
Are those super spicy?
I don't know. I haven't had it. I haven't opened it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's snack.
because it's chicken feet.
No.
Yeah,
No. It's not
Grab one.
chicken feet.
that's what it says on the bag.
It's this probably, right?
Yeah,
No.
there it is.
No, that is so gnarly, Jason.
You never had a chicken foot?
I've never had a chicken foot.
Have you had a chicken foot?
Yeah, if you
This
hang out
is
with
like what a witch
you
would
a
make a
vegetarian?
chicken soup out
yeah,
of.
yeah, you're
Are
actually
you a vegetarian?
No.
Well, then let's go.
see like when you go to
I can't. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could eat the chicken foot.
I don't know how to
How do
open
you
it.
open it?
among morons, those are a delicacy.
Have you eaten it?
Yeah, so when you go to
Oh,
dim
here you
sum
go.
with Chinese people, they're like, no, get this white crap out of here. Give us the chicken feet, and
Oh,
then they pretend that
dude.
they like them.
Oh, no. I'm out.
Oh, dude. it's-
Oh, no.
Fucking do it, dude.
Oh, don't do it.
It's like it's giving your mouth the finger.
Fuck.
Dude, no way.
Ah.
There's the fingernails are on it.
No! 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 Ah. I can't even open it. I can't even open it. Ah! Did you get a fingernail?
Yeah.
No.
The smell.
What does it taste like?
Salami.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, have some.
What do I just lick it?
Just nibble a bit of it.
It's so gross.
You can touch it. Don't be scared.
The smell from here, I'm getting a sort of like a cat food thing.
No.
Just suck on it. Suck on the fingernail.
Hell no.
Suck on the fingernail.
Oh, fuck.
Suck on it. Get some juice.
Oh.
It does taste like salami.
Finger your mouth.
That's all I can do. That's all I
You
can do.
feel the bone? You can feel the finger bone in there?
That was fucking nasty.
Yeah, that-
I
tried.
wasn't expecting the nail to be on it. I
was
thought
it.
you were exaggerating, and then I
Yeah.
looked. It had like a fake nail. It looked like it
No.
was wearing like an
Yeah.
acrylic.
Those are all real. Those are not press-on nails. You've tried cured meat. Now try cured feet.
That was.
Spicy
Let me tell you,
too.
the taste will stay with you. I just had one lick of the chicken's foot.
Oh, man. That
The
was...
chicken's that.
It's not that bad. It's more that
That
it's
was-
somebody's foot that makes it bad.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like,
do you have a foot fetish?
no.
Do
Do
people
you?
have foot fetishes of you?
I've had like people put my foot in their mouth.
I did that the other day for the first time.
You put someone's foot in your mouth?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's very much on a foot-by-foot basis.
Yeah,
Depends
for
who
sure.
the foot's attached to.
That too.
It is a cute foot.
Yeah, I'll put a
So
cute
that
foot
goes
in
a
my
long
mouth.
way too.
I don't want to put ugly feet in my mouth.
I have
Yeah.
to really be into the person whose foot it is. For
Yeah.
me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's also like an animalistic, like you're grabbing onto stuff, and
Yeah.
if I'll bang any part of you, I'll eat any part of you,
I would rather put a person's foot in my mouth than that chicken foot in my mouth again.
Agreed.
Not just any person's foot though. Like, would you put my foot in your mouth versus that foot in your mouth?
Depends on the condition of your foot.
It's been in my shoe all day with no socks.
No socks?
Yeah.
What's better? Jason's.
The chicken foot is like intended to
Yeah,
be.
he's got
Okay.
How do you know my foot's not intended to be in your mouth? It's intended to be in mine. I know that. I do it all the time.
You put your foot in your mouth?
Oh, constantly.
No.
It's a metaphor.
You suck your toe?
No. Yeah. That's how I finish.
Can I ask a really stupid question?
Yeah.
Can people in prison use Amazon?
Yeah. That's got to be a stupid question, hasn't it? No.
Because you can get mail.
Oh, if you have money?
Yeah.
Well, nah, because then you can just get like
I can ask a friend and
you
get
get like
back
a
to you.
chainsaw set.
That's a provocative non-answer.
I have a friend I could ask about this.
You
who
could
was in
order a
prison.
bow and arrow and then like kill people.
Right. So obviously they're going to inspect your packages and make sure that you didn't
yeah,
get a
right.
gun. But like you can get mail, right? And people in jail have money, so they could buy
You
stuff.
could get kitty litter and sell it on the market. Sorry.
What would you do with?
I don't know. I got to go soon.
All right.
I still taste the chicken foot, and
Yeah.
now I just drank the Red Bull,
My
and
mouth
it's
is-
a weird combo.
My mouth is full of spicy feet.
Spicy feet.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that it had the nail on it still.
Yeah, it's hanging out right there, staring at me.
You could literally paint them.
That thing's you could.
We could paint the
You
chicken.
could turn that into a necklace.
You're kind of reminding me. I don't think this is new news. But correct me if we talked about it when it was news in, I think, March. But some guy in Peru was hanging out in a park with his friends, and he had a huge, like, refrigerated courier bag, like a food delivery guy. And for some weird reason, the police were suspicious and looked inside. And sure enough, he had an 800-year-old mummy that he said was his girlfriend.
It's impossible. He's not that old.
Imagine fucking an 800. Imagine having sex with an 800-year-old mummy.
Much better.
Thank
Yeah.
you guys.
Clean that.
Sorry
G-rated.
about that.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I don't even know if anyone's going to understand what you're saying now.
Metaphorically speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a picture of it. Like, a guy just had, and actually, the joke was kind of on him because he said it was his girlfriend. He said her name was Juanita, but it was so old that when they did tests, it revealed it actually was a
man.
dead man. Yeah,
Oh, no.
he'd been in a relationship with a dead man, which
been
retroactively
trans.
now he's gay.
No.
That's the way that works.
Oh, no. Not the gay.
A gay mummy.
Where does everybody go to see all your stuff?
You can
Sarah?
go to @PrincessShenk on Instagram and Twitter. You can subscribe to my podcast, This Bitch with Kim Congdon. That comes out every Monday. Every Wednesday, I have my podcast, Shenk. Jason was just on it.
It's true.
And
I was great.
yeah, you were great. It was a
Yep.
great episode.
Should have seen me.
When does this come out?
Now.
Now?
As people are listening to it, it's currently
Really?
out.
Yeah.
It is?
Right. If somebody's hearing it, then it's out.
But
Really?
seriously, though, what is time?
Well, okay, I'm going to be at Skankfest. I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be out
Maybe.
before then, yeah.
Maybe either that or you were.
Are you
Yeah,
going to go
or
to
I
my
was.
other event?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
The Ellis event?
Nah, yeah, but it's called Carnival of... Of what? Combat, yeah.
Where is that? Skankfest?
No, it's in Florida.
Oh.
It's there's Ellis Mania Kung Fu, Ellis Mania at Skankfest, then Carnival of Combat in November 24th. November 4th.
That's fun.
Yeah, and there's real fights. And Lewis is fighting Tim Butterly, and Lewis really thinks that he's going to kill Tim Butterly, and his whole plan is, I'm going to knock out Tim Butterly, and then I'm coming for you. And I was like, oh, God, because I don't really want to fight anymore.
Yeah.
Even though I would destroy him.
Yeah.
But I think Tim Butterly is going to beat Lewis.
You do?
Oh, yeah, so I really want to watch that, because then it's also like, you don't get to
It
fight
would be
me.
fun to watch Tim Butterly beat Lewis.
It's definitely going to be a lot harder than Lewis thinks, that's for sure. Like, I think it's going to be a real brawl.
Butterly versus Lewis?
Yeah.
I get scared when I know the people.
Yeah.
Like, my heart hurts. I'm like, I don't want to watch my friends get beat up.
But they'll be fine.
Yeah, they really
Yeah,
will be.
they want to.
Yep. Oh, yeah. They're very excited about it.
They're savages.
Not to be a jerk, because I have a lot of respect for anybody who gets in the ring and trades blows, but, like, barring real freaky occurrences, you actually need to be very good to actually hurt somebody.
Yeah, and they're not.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
We've seen lots of people who are pro athletes in different sports fight each other, and it was like, whoa, that's a real fight.
Right.
But they were, like, still hanging out afterwards.
Right.
Even the guy who lost.
Right. All right, cool. That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Check out more Jason Ellis show at patreon.com/EllisMate. 5 shows a week for around $5. So make sure you...
Why, that's $1 a show.
Love you guys. Don't die. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.